Hey, good morning, everybody. Stephanie Ani here, artist from Concord, California. But today I'm coming from beautiful Alexandria, Virginia. I've been on an incredible road trip, and I was supposed to fly out this morning at 6 a.m., so I woke up at 4 o'clock, got there, and my flight was canceled. Yay! I've been on the road for about 12 days, so I guess I fly out tomorrow. But that means that today I have some time to work, and my family is asleep, and so I'm just sitting out in the gorgeous backyard. You should see this backyard. It's all trees. This tree is incredible. Look at that beautiful tree. And just sitting up on the deck and enjoying my morning coffee. And let's see, what do I know? Oh, went on an amazing trip. I don't know if you guys have been following on Facebook. Always feel free to friend me on Facebook, Stephanie Ani Designs. And that's also my email, stephanianidesigns@gmail.com. So you can always get a hold of me, through either messaging or Facebook. But I've been keeping track of this journey that I've been on. I hit 12 states, 2 Canadian provinces, and of course Washington, D.C., so a district. So it's been really fascinating learning about the history of America. And we've been, you have your history classes, but it just doesn't make as much sense until you see it all in person, and you see all the different sites, and you see the history of this nation and what they stood for. And hopefully we get back to that again soon. So anyway, I haven't had a whole lot of time to do art, but I have been working on a book. Yay! I've been working on a book. I haven't been working on altered books because my time is really pretty short with the shows that I've been doing. So I'm going to run you through what I've got so far. And this book is a Dylan Thomas book. It was not original, but I do love this Do not go gentle into that good night. So this poem I'm going to keep. This background I had done on the inside on my flight out, and I had done some videoing while I was in the airplane, which was rather hilarious, and you couldn't hear anything because the plane was too loud, and I was right by the wing because I like having the extra leg room. I hope you're all enjoying your coffee this morning. It's a beautiful day. Gosh, we've had such amazing weather. Like, you really can't beat it. Oh, also, I got to see the Smithsonian. I could actually go back to the Smithsonian today. And then I got to see the Metropolitan Museum of Art. We were in New York yesterday. The artwork that I have seen, again, if you've been following me on Facebook, what amazing artwork. I'm not so much into modern art because I've always loved the Impressionists. I've always loved more realism. 18th, 19th century painters has been my main focus. But I've seen everything. And I tell you what, the Van Goghs are incredible. If you ever have a chance to see a Van Gogh, the thickness of the paint that he uses is really fascinating. The brush strokes. And that's one of the things that I've really took away. I've been inspired a lot by every city has been so unique. We've been to Concord, Massachusetts. We've been to Concord, New Hampshire. We've been, Thoreau, and it's been a very inspirational trip. Friend me on Facebook, and you can see all the photos from the trip. It's phenomenal. Ugh. been a great experience. Okay, so anyways, back to Dylan Thomas. Alright, so then when I was in the airplane, I had just done these front 2 pages, but then as I was sitting at breakfast one morning, playing with my book, I'm like, I want to do something more. So I have added on these flaps, and what's actually going to go on here are faces and eyes, I believe, so that every single one will tell a little bit different story. And that's kind of what I'm seeing for that. Oops, don't fly away, papers. Okay. So this will be really interesting when it's finished, hopefully. The second page, I just made a quick pocket. And then this page is a fold out. Now, will I make tags out of this? Probably. Probably. I wanted to get the focals down first. So, this is 2 pages here, 2 pages here, glued together. They're taped on at the hinge. Okay. This is 2 pages here, 2 pages here. Okay. And then I just tore the pocket because I like having that unevenness. This front page was just 2 pages. This is 2 pages glued together and ripped. 2 pages glued together and ripped. 2 pages glued together, ripped, and then taped on the hinges, right? So I'm going to go over all of this. Now this is athletic tape. The reason why I'm choosing to use athletic tape is that it should be very used to, it should be very receptive, hopefully, to the paint techniques. And I will probably put, it's a very strong tape. It's very sticky. It's meant for athletes, so I'm hoping that this will work a little bit better than masking tape or any of those things. Some of these pages I do have the black masking tape, like this one, just because that's just what I had, convenient. Okay, so then we're going to have our flappy page. Then on this one, I made another flap. But what I want to do here, of course, is put in a window. I'll get home and get to my mica sheets. I still have a bunch left over from my first book, so I'm looking forward to using that. The next page, pop-up page. Look at her. Isn't she fabulous? So this was a record cover. So when we were in Geneva, New York, we went up the Finger Lakes, and somewhere in New York, we were passing a street that said, garage sale. I go, let's go check out the garage sale. Except I was on the lookout for ephemera the whole trip, and found some great stuff. I had a wonderful time. Just like, oh, I could use this piece of paper, I could use this. So this will have a lot of that ephemera in it. But at this garage sale, they were giving away stuff free that was left over, and this was one of the records. And so what this is, well, of course, this was 2 pages glued together and then cut out. This is 2 pages glued together. This is 2 pages glued together. This is 2 pages glued together. So just making a good sturdy base. This, you can see right here, this is 2 pages glued together and cut a little bit over a third, okay? And then this is 2 pages glued together. So this spread here, don't even think about this page, okay? We've got 2 pages, 2 pages, 2 pages, 2 pages. So a total of 4 sets of pages glued together. Then I folded the record cover underneath, and I glued here and taped, glued and taped as much as I could to get this to work right. and I wanted to have an extra large pop-up for this. And I just think she's fun. Now, will it work with the rest of my images? That's always the question. And we'll see what she ends up being. Because this is not a finished page at all. This is beginning base page. Okay. So then I made a pocket over here because the way that this glue, it had kind of folded in this page a little bit. So I just made it into a pocket. And again, I love the ripped edges. So then, I believe, I decided I'm going to make this into something floating, most likely. And I've got a couple more pages here that I need to work with. So this page I've put in envelopes. I have these little envelopes here. And then I also put in envelopes here. The way I did this was 2 pages here, 2 pages here. Okay. Then I glued these guys in on both sides. Come on, open up, you little booger. Open, open. There we go. So this is going to have 2 tags. 2 tags in there. And then I have 2 pockets here that I'll put something cool into. Don't know what's going to happen with this, but I thought I'd leave it for this moment. Okay, so here's the one I was working on yesterday while I was driving. And this I'm really excited about. Totally inspired by the skyline. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well yet. Okay, so this page, this little bit here is going to be green. And then, I don't know if you can tell, that's a building. And this is a house. So, as you can see, trees will be in front of the house, trees can be behind the house, house can be in front of this guy, houses can be here. Okay, then this, I believe, yeah, this is meant for more greenery. And then we've got this for taller buildings. And then this back page is going to be like skyscrapers. And then this page will be horizon. So all of those cool little pieces are all cut out of double pages so that they have some thickness, right? And taped together. And what I want to work on today is getting some base layers onto there. See how cool that is? It's going to just be layer after layer after layer. And then we're going to have blue back here, probably sky of some sort. Okay, and then this page is again buildings, right? And then this page is greenery. And then we have that building. And so that can fold this way or this way. So I'm going to have to do both sides. I'm good with that. I mean, this is so... let me just keep going through this real quick. Greenery. There's going to be trees and bushes here. And then this opens up all the way. So you've got a house here. I think this is a larger tree, another tree. You know, this is all going to get worked though too. So I don't know what the final product will look like. This is building, building, building intention so far. Then on this page I will do some sort of sky again. So basically these 2 pages here will be worked together, and maybe I'll do a little landscape painting that we can put all of these pieces over the top of. Isn't that fun? I'm so excited. I can't wait to get working on that. Okay. Then I did 2 pages of the double flaps, which I like this. So I'm going to put cool stuff in between here. put a fun inside photo. So now, look how this can work with this side, and this can work with this side, or they can stay closed like this. So, or it can all open, of course, like this. So it'll be really interesting to see how this is going to work together. What am I going to put in there? No idea. No idea yet. But I'm excited. It's going to be very cool. All right, and then, so what I did here, look at how cool that is. Can you see that? It's about eighth of an inch to a quarter inch glued together. Now, when I was gluing this down, I glued each page individually, but I only put the glue around the outside, okay, of each page. Folded it, pushed it down nice and flat, glued, lay down, glued, lay down. Did it over and over and over again for, I don't know how many pages, 144 to wherever the end of the book is. But what happened is, of course, I didn't have an X-Acto knife with me because I've been on the plane, and you can't take X-Acto knives on the plane, right? So I just kind of started tearing down, and as you can see, it's made this really cool shape through here, and I'm really excited to work on that. I don't know what's going to be in there, and I left this page here available, so if I want, I can actually cut a frame out of here and put maybe even mica or something. I could make it a shaker, but I think this stuff would get stuck into some of these little pockets. I don't think it needs to be a shaker, but I think a frame would look kind of cool over the top of that. The frame would go somewhere in here. Could do a piece of acetate, could do probably a chunk of mica again, because I kind of need to use up that mica. I think would be really fabulous. So, that's the beginning of my book. And I'll get into details with each one as I go through each page. Hopefully this has recorded correctly, and I'll come back in a few minutes and start working. All right, everybody, it's been great to chat with you, and I will talk to you soon. Okay.